What's up, everybody? It's your boy Alan Wade back again with another video. Guys, look what we have here. We got our infamous heat transfer warehouse sublimation oven. Guys, today I actually just want to see how many cups we can fit inside of the sublimation oven and sublimate at one time, guys. So that's what we're going to do today. This is the perfect opportunity for you guys to not wait till the last minute and get your Christmas stuff done. You can use these cups as decorations, send them to friends and family members as presents, right? Use my heat transfer warehouse affiliate link down below and purchase your sublimation oven, some sublimation blanks, heat presses, vinyl cutters, whatever else you need to get the holidays popping, guys. So we're going to do all of that. Got all the stuff that I need right here and ready to go right after the intro.
Boom, wait a minute, just like that. Boom, 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 just like that. A-Dubb Productions, just like that. Like, comment, subscribe, just like that. Boom, wait a minute, just like that. A-Dubb, you ready? Wait a minute.
All right, so I did go ahead and print out one of my designs right here in my Sawgrass SG500 right over there off of camera, guys, and it came out good. So we're just gonna go ahead and put these on this right here on these two cups right here, and I'm gonna show you how to apply them to the cup, and then I'm gonna repeat the process with all these other cups, and then we're gonna put them into the oven. Matter of fact, why don't we put them into the oven right now and see how many cups we can get in and answer that question. All right, how many cups we can get in there is one thing, but how many cups can we sublimate at the same time is a different question. But let's see how many cups we can get in there. All right, let's see. Always keep my instruction pamphlet and my mittens in there. Let's see, guys. Hypothetically speaking, two cups. 3, 4. All right, can we go up here? 4. Okay, what I would do is take this out. I'm gonna go 5, 6, 7. Wow. I think I could put all 8, and I got room for 10. I think I could put 8 cups in here and sublimate all 8 at the same time. We're definitely gonna put that to the test and see if it works today, guys. Let's take them out. Let's put this to the test. Let's get the first one ready. So this is how we're gonna do this, guys. Y'all seen me do this before. We have our paper. Well, this is not our paper. It's like the plastic stuff that you can get from Heat Transfer Warehouse that wraps around the cup to make sure it gets a tight seal, right? We have our image that we printed out on our SG500. We have our heat gun, which you need for shrink wrapping this paper around the cup. We have our X-Acto knife. We have a ruler for cutting the paper, and we have some heat tape, and of course we have our sublimation substrate, which we're going to take off the lid before we put it inside of the sublimation oven. All right, so let's start preparing everything. Let me show you how this is done. First step is to separate these two images from each other. Nothing special about this. I could just take my X-Acto and run it right through to separate the two images, right, like that. Come around here, separate that from that. All right, and that should be good. All right, now only thing we got to do is wrap this around here like so, and as you guys can see, this like curves a little bit slightly in this way. It curves a little bit. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a piece of heat tape, a piece of our heat tape right here, and we're just gonna, I'm gonna try to do this very neat, because like I said, it's gonna be a Christmas present for somebody, you know. So I'm gonna put this right here, hold that in place, right? Then I'm gonna go around here, but I'm gonna make sure, what I'm making sure is I'm making sure the line is straight from one point to the next. Make sure the line is straight where I put the other piece of tape. All right, there we go. So I'm gonna put this tape right here, and then I'm gonna before I stick the tape down, look, and this tape already fell down. Before I stick the tape down, I'm just pulling on it to make sure that the paper on the mug, on the cup, is straight. It's flat down. All right, making sure they're lined up good. Boom. All right, that's good. And I'm gonna put 2 more right here. All right. 1 more right here to get this down, to get it to lay flat, right? Because you gotta get this to lay flat on the surface. All right, that's the key. Get it to lay flat on the surface, and then it'll sublimate good. You want it to have contact, constant contact. Right here, gonna get right here. All right. Then after that, the magic's gonna happen. All right, let me get that piece of tape real fast. Tape acting crazy. Alright, get a piece right here. I always want to try to pull it to get it to lay down. Then 1 more piece of tape. Alright. Like that. Get it to lay down. So we got this all taped down, but as you can see, right here we still got some gaps. Right? And that's where this comes in. That's where this stuff right here comes in. And even this is slouching a little bit, but that's okay. It's not going to matter in a second. So watch this. Let me move this out to the side. Watch this, guys. This is where the fun happens. Place your cup inside here. Right. Place that cup inside of there. Like that. Move this to the side. And then you grab your heat gun, right? Turn that bad boy on, and watch this. Look at that. Look at that. It's squeezing that tape down. Squeezing that material down so that it puts pressure on all the paper that's not laying down flat. It's going to apply pressure to the paper that's not laying down flat, and it's going to lay it down flat, so that you get a nice, even sublimation. All right? Boom. Get that to lay down nice and good. And that's good right there. All right? We good. We got this one all set up and ready to sublimate onto. Right? Got a few holes in there. You don't want to get the heat gun too close to it, because it will melt and it will break, as you guys can see. But for the most part, we got the paper making contact. We got the plastic stuff pushing the paper down, making contact with the cup, and that is what you want. So we're going to do this for all the other 7 cups, and then we're going to put them in the oven, and we're going to get it popping, guys. Let me get the stuff ready. If you're not subscribed to the channel yet, go ahead and hit that subscribe button right now, guys. I don't know what y'all waiting for. You've been watching me long enough. If you're not subscribing, then you trying to keep your brother down. You trying to keep your brother down? Subscribe to the channel. For those of you guys that don't have a clear understanding of how you print using your Sawgrass SG500 or SG1000, I'm going to show you guys real fast. We're going to hop into Creator Studio, and I'm going to show you how to use this as I've showed you in many other videos, just to simplify, just in case it's your first time watching this video and you haven't seen me done it yet. All right, so in Creator Studio, let me just start from scratch. All right, so you're going to log into your Creator Studio account, and you're going to go to galleries, and you're going to go to a folder that you want to save your design in. You're going to add images. You're going to upload your image, and you're going to search for your image. Mine is on my desktop in a folder called Christmas Cups. Yep, Christmas Cups. And I'm going to ingest this one right here. Open it up. I'm going to press save. All right. Then I'm going to go start creating. Then I'm going to go to, you're going to go to a page right here. You're going to find 8.5 by 11 right over here. I'm going to go to my favorites where I saved 8.5 by 11. I'm just going to click on it once, and it's going to open up a blank sheet right here on the screen. And then I'm going to go to galleries, and I'm going to go to my cups folder that I saved that image in. And then I'm going to click once on the image, and then it's going to pop up on the screen right there just like it is. All right, so that is how you get your stuff ready, and let's show you how to print it, because that's just getting it ready. All right, so now I'm just grabbing on the sides right here and dragging it open a bit so it can get a little bit bigger, so it can take up the whole of my space right here. All right, maximizing that real estate right there. Maximizing that real estate. All right, so really simple image. Less is more sometimes, guys. All right, so now that I have my image placed exactly where I want it to go, I'm just gonna hit print right here. Already got my stuff to print. Wi-Fi set up. Took me a while to figure this out, guys. This Creator Studio had an update and I was stumped for a few days, but I played around with it and I figured out what it wanted to get me to make it print wirelessly again. So go figure, guys. I'm gonna put that I'm doing a ceramic mug, which I'm not. It's actually like a metal mug. Let me see. This look, I got a metal option right there. So I'm gonna click metal, text print R, vivid. I'm gonna go ahead and press print. All right, it's gonna give me a message right here that says successfully sent. Right, boom. Now I'm gonna click on print manager. It should pop up momentarily because it's launched already. All right, and basically what I was talking about, guys, is when you open up print manager for the first time in a long time, it's gonna ask you to print some pick a printer, right? And if you have two Sawgrasses like mine, just pick both of them, select what type of inks you're using, and you have to select both of them, right, in order to load it into the system. And that's basically all what I had to do. I was having problems because I was just selecting one, but that's not going to make any sense to you guys. But anyway, in print manager, it opened up. All right, boom, metal, boom, everything's good. I'm going to just press print. It looks fine on the screen. I'm just going to press print right here. And I'm not even going to cut. My SG500 right here is going to start printing in a second. Let me see. I got no fancy camera shots for this over there to point that direction, guys. But I'm going to tell you when the light starts flashing. It's starting to flash right now. Let me grab the camera in real time and take you guys over there so you guys can see this. Don't mind the mess, guys. Don't mind the mess. But you see my SG500 over here. Don't mind the mess, guys. SG500 printing out that design right here. Look at that. We went on the fly with y'all. Look at that. See it's flashing and it's printing right now. Paper's gonna come out in a second. All right, got some live recorded action for you guys right there. Guys got to see a little mini tour of the room and how my little mess. All right, see our printer coming out, our paper printer coming out. All right, boom, 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 boom. And here we are, mirrored, and we have our images to go in the cup. Let's go over here and put them on. All right, we now have all of our cups wrapped up and ready to go into the sublimation oven. Well, maybe not all of them. No need to do unnecessary cups because we already tried it and we already know all the cups can fit in there. So let's just work with what we got. 2, 4, 6. Let's put all 6 of these in this oven and see how they sublimate out together. Now, in this booklet right here that you get with the sublimation oven, it has a cheat sheet in here that tells you exactly what temperature to put in here. And it says mugs, preheat 7 to 10 minutes. And it says if I have 5 minutes for one bottle, 7 minutes for 2 mugs. It doesn't say, okay, it does say 20 minutes for 6 mugs. And I have 2, 4, 6, 20 minutes for 6 mugs at 195 degrees Celsius. So we are looking for 195 degrees for both of them on the Celsius scale. And then we're going to go ahead and put the time up to what? It said 195 degrees for 20 minutes. That's a long time, guys. 20 minutes is all the way down here. All right, so we're just gonna go ahead and start preheating this thing. This right here, when you have these little icons right here with the little swirly, that means the machine is it's preheating. All right, when this goes away, that means it's all heated up and ready to go. All right, so let's wait till it's all heated up, and then we'll start shoving our sublimation mugs in there for 20 minutes and see what happens. I hope it doesn't burn, because our Christmas gifts will be all messed up. 20 minutes is quite a long time, so I mean, we'll see. Considering exactly when the book says that for one mug it's gonna be 5 minutes. Got one loud beep, which means it's ready to go. So let's start loading in our cups, shall we? All right, we got 1, 2, trying not to burn myself. 3, 4, is this hot? Nope, not that hot. Woo! 5, and we got 6. Let's let it bake. Bake it up, bake it up, bake it up, bake it. Here we go, guys. Can it do it? Will they all come out good, or will Christmas be ruined? Drum rolls, please. I hope it's counting down. I'm gonna give it a second to see if this goes to 19. I hope it started. If not, then I gotta hit that start button. I think it. Okay, there you go, 19. Okay, good. We're good. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, it's pretty much a wrap. We got 1 minute left on the timer. I can actually start taking it out right now, but I'm just going to go ahead and let it cook for the whole 20. I don't think the last minute is actually necessary, so I'm just going to start taking it out right now. But just for you guys, I'm going to see. Okay, see, it does start beeping. Okay. Now let's see if it stops when you open it up. Okay, that's cool. All right, so let's start taking these out. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I went ahead and I got some butcher paper and I laid it down on my surface, on my table. It's gonna help a lot with cleanup. You guys will see what I mean in a second. You guys, you people, you ladies and gentlemen will see what I mean in a second. All right, so let's just start unraveling one of these and watch how this crumbles. See that? It just crumbles apart, and it creates a real big mess if you don't have something to catch the paper with. All right, because this just crumbles apart and flies everywhere. This is what you're looking at if you don't lay down any butcher paper. All this material right here, and this stuff right here, the plasticky stuff, it's like crinkly, and it like, after it's baked, it just turns into like this substance, and it sticks to your skin and stuff like that. So you definitely want to lay something down to try to like catch it, because it gets all over the place, guys. Now, some things came out better than others, and for the most part, I'm gonna say that it's not good to follow directions to the T, and you should always go on your previous experience, because previously when I used this machine, the sublimation oven, I didn't leave it in for this long. But because there was more mugs in the oven and the directions recommended I left it in that long, I shouldn't have left it in that long. Because this, for example, the text is black, but right here it starts to get a little bit light, right around here, and that's because I think this black right here burnt. And the only thing that's saving this, and the reason why it still looks good, is because this shimmery type of cup, right? So that saved it. But in a case with like a white cup like this, you can see right here where the text is supposed to be black, the reindeer is supposed to be black, but it just burnt. You know what I mean? So yeah, you want to play around with the stuff before you do anything seriously. And I'm still going to give these away, but it's not going to be the only gift, clearly, because they're not like mint perfect. All right. But, you know, for the most part, you know, you guys see how to use it. But like I said, you got to play around with your settings. It's not the thing's fault. It's my fault. And sometimes when the cup is curved, I'm going to say it calls for you cutting out different pieces of your design and laying it on separately, so that no parts lift up, because I got some ghosting right here and stuff like that, and some elements. So yeah, I mean, I still got some playing around to do. I know plenty of people to do this great. Down below in the comments, I know some of you guys do mugs all the time, so let me know, did I leave it in too long? I mean, it's obvious that I did, and in some instances where I got ghosting, it's obvious that something must not have been laying down flat. So for the most part, you know, you can sublimate with the sublimation oven. You just got to get your time right. There you have it. You have to experiment and find your own settings. I did this before and it turned out great. In almost every medium, heat transfer, vinyl, embroidery, DTG, as well as, you know, this stuff. Obviously, you have to experiment, find your own settings, and do what works best for you. Sometimes it's not best to use the settings that are in the manual. Clearly, all right, there's so many different variables that could have come into play, but for the most part, you guys get the idea of how to do this stuff, all right? So, and that's all I wanted you to see. So, thank you so much for watching. If you're in the market to get a sublimation oven, use my heat transfer house link. If you haven't even got your sublimation printer yet, that's number one. Get yourself a sublimation printer and start doing some t-shirts, 100% polyester, and work your way up from there. All right? Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to follow me on all social medias, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Peace.
Turn up that, crank it up. While I listen to the rest when you're rocking with the best, baby.